We started learning how to brew, like home brew, when we were living there, and we loved it. We both love cooking, so it was kind of natural to experiment with that. So I started learning a lot about all the principles behind brewing, and I was so happy doing that. I enjoyed it a lot. After some time, my husband was like, I think you need to consider seriously doing this for your new career. And life is so short, so I was like, what's the worst that can happen, right? That's when we decided to do it seriously and open the brewery and stuff. And here we are, so I'm glad we did. So this is our brew house. And what we have here is a tank that has a coil inside. That is going to recirculate all the liquid that is here. This is the mash tun. So all the grains are going to come here, and then all the liquid here is going to flow through here inside this tank without touching the water inside, just to keep the temperature where we want it. And then this tank here is the boil tank. So once all the mashing process is done, we're going to switch the hoses. And using those pumps, we're gonna move all the liquid here, it's called wort, to this tank to boil it. And then at the same time, I'm gonna be getting water from here to finish, like wash all the grains to extract all the sugar that is left there after the mashing process. And all that water is gonna go mixed with the wort, is gonna come here. And during the boil, we're gonna add hops to it, to give it bitterness and aroma and flavor depending on the recipe. And once the boil is done, it's gonna go through a chiller that is just gonna get the wort to be in the right temperature for pitching the yeast and putting it into the fermenter. So again, through hoses and pumps, we're gonna move all the liquid here through the chiller and to the fermentation tanks. For the yeast to do the magic, which is basically converting all the wort, all the sugar in it, into alcohol and CO2 and all those wonderful things. When we started this business, we couldn't have the brewery and all the equipment with us because it was such a small place. And we always wanted to have the brewery within the restaurant and have the people have the experience to see where the beer is being made, where the kombucha is being made, and have the possibility to talk about the ingredients and the process while they have a good meal. But at the beginning, it was hard to start with a big place because of course, it's more expensive. So one day, the hotel owner's son came as a customer, and we started talking, and he was like, my dad had to close the restaurant, so they are looking to rent the place, and I think you guys would be great there. I remember that day when I entered the place, the parking lot, and I saw all the nature that surrounds the hotel, all the gardens. It was so inspiring and so beautiful, and I could just picture myself brewing and transmitting all that good energy. Okay, so 2 Faro, 2 hard seltzer, 2 lover, 1 hunter. We're going to the second day of Oktoberfest. It's very exciting. It's the first time we go to an event of this magnitude, so it's a lot of work.